Well, hello.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Lady V. How are you?
How's everyone doing today? What's going on? What's happening? What's shaking? What's popping?
What y'all doing?
How are you, best friend?
I'm good. Oh, see.
I'm gonna turn my chair towards you.
Here's
and
where we are.
Give you
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are. We finished this on the last episode, which was episode 169. Thank you so much to Spesh for bringing this up. Thank you so much for Papa for, continuing the vibe. Thank you so much for Eccentric, all of you all. Bougie Girl, all of you. But he's starting again. I just want you all to know he's starting again.
No, I'm just saying.
He is starting. Dylan, how are you?
One of my best friends.
Yes. Yes, I am. If I were you, I'd be my best friend too.
Okay.
So this is where
it's that.
This is where we are.
Oh, hey, Louboutin. Okay, hi.
Just he's starting again. I just want you to know that.
I'm not starting anything. I'm just
starting. He's continuing again.
Right.
How y'all doing?
We are our own liberators. I always wear purposeful t-shirts, and yours is about fucking someone with very hairy legs. That's fun. You know what's real cute? When they're hairy from the waist down but don't have no hair.
Oh my God. That's almost freakish though. It's
freakish. I remember the first time I saw it. You know what the first time I saw it? I saw it in
are you half polar bear? Like, what's going on?
What was that? It was that Latino porn company.
La Mancha?
No, before them. Like
Planta
not Planta Rosa, because that's just but they just had all of these dudes like from Brooklyn and the Bronx. And I remember there was this one dude who was like real hairy, like from the waist down, and he had no hair above. So at first I thought it was like he had shaved it, but that was apparently just how it grew. Because I mean, lots of other videos.
And he probably could have, he probably just could be one of those people that just don't like hair on his upper body or something.
Well, whatever.
So I mean,
any snooch. So yes, yeah. No, not Planta Rosa.
That's what I was saying, Lou. But that's where I was at. Planta
Rosa. No. How about now? Now it's gonna.
It's not La Mancha. It's not.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
So you're talking about with Tiger, who's the
no, because that's La Mancha.
That's La Mancha. Okay,
baby. I remember the first time I saw. I was like 1992 or 93. The internet was new.
She was
very new.
She was very new.
But Enrique Cruz is the name of the guy who like started the company.
Ooh.
And I remember seeing in like Inches magazine or something. This
Black Inches.
Well, it was just Inches there, because remember, Black Inches didn't come along until later. Yeah. And I remember seeing this advertisement for what was it called? Learning Latin, and it was all of the beautiful
Puerto Rican,
curly-haired Puerto Rican. Oh, I wanted to have me a Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Beady. Baby, I wanted to have me a Puerto Rican so bad. And all these boys was so gorgeous. Baby, I bought that video, and 5 seconds in, I'm like,
like, let me get some tissue, wipe the screen off.
It took me months to get to the end of the video. The first 15 minutes of the video, because every time one of them took their clothes off, I was just
like, sorry about that. Sorry about your television screen.
Latino.
So I'm curious about this. How is everyone's week? How are things going? We always talk about how our week was. While Dominion is looking that up, how was your week? I see Lady V, Dylan, Ebby. How was your week? There's a whole bunch of people in here. I saw you went live earlier today for like a minute, and then you kind of got off. But meanwhile, I was in like probably like my 5th or 6th interview of the day. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But anyway, so how was your weekend? What did y'all do? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Sean made his first whip. Sean is becoming quite the leather goods fetishist. He's making wallets and stuff.
I saw the wallet.
But did you see the 2 floggers with the they basically took I guess it's a post from like a staircase,
Okay.
cut it in half, and then made a flogger with both sides. That was really gorgeous. And then he made
So it's
a
on both,
whip.
so you could do it with.
No,
So,
he just basically took a long one, cut it in half, and then
okay. I thought you meant it was like one.
So basically, it's like the mirror image. So
Okay,
half, yeah. So
Okay.
it was beautiful.
Well, good. Did you send pictures of this first whip? I would love
I've
to see
seen it, but I don't know if he sent it to everyone else.
I was going to say, did you put that? Is this on the Facebooks or anything? I don't know, or did you direct?
Maybe I wasn't supposed to say nothing to nobody.
Or did you unfriend me?
Ooh, that's the shade.
We could talk about it, Sean.
No, not raw poppy. This is just not gonna.
Dom fingers crossed. Oh, I may have a new Dom. Oh,
who may have a new Dom?
Wait a minute, Ed. Abby, do we need to have a conversation? What? What?
The kids be having complex emotional lives.
What is going on? You have a new Dom? What? Oh, I got mail. You've got mail.
This is still. I'm sorry. I'm still doing research.
Oh, this
wasn't
is
that
nice.
Isn't that festive?
This is nice. So I love the paracording, number one. Because I live for this paracording, and I see you have the inside of it. Okay, all right. And then so this handle on the one, did you make this handle? Like, did you do the engraving on this?
That's what I'm saying.
No, so it's the other side. Okay, so I see it now.
Exactly.
I got you. Nice. And it gives you a little bit of like this. Actually, this flogger is kind of cute. Now, wait a minute, Sean.
Latino fan club.
I would have never gotten that one.
That was it. That was the name of the porn company from their porn was a little grittier.
Pause. Sean, could you send me some information on this, or like how I can get my hand?
How can I be down?
Did you need my address to send me one of these or something? Because these are kind of cute, and I like the wooden balls on the end. This is definitely for an experienced player.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm here. Oh, it's 3 of them too. Ooh. Anyway, but I would have never gotten that one because I don't remember that one.
So it was Latino Fan Club and La Mancha. Ebby says, I have layers like a parfait. Come on.
Is
and
that
look
what
like
doing,
you,
like a
look
parfait?
like you finding somebody that want to dive deep into those layers.
Or lift them layers up, or separate them layers, or put them layers on top of their layers.
Eat each layer.
Eat layer by
them
finger or by somehow by hook, by crook, something.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, but this how we doing it? Okay. Listen, I'm here for it. I mean, I just,
God bless that ministry.
Yeah. Listen, have fun with it. Listen, if you need some vetting or some sort of, we can try to figure out who. But again, I'm sure you already know what you're doing. So if not, we are here.
Abby is grown.
Yeah, she grown, but we're here.
We're here
for you. That's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, so Abby had a festive week. She might have a new Dom. How about everyone else? Dylan, productive thesis. Yeah. Oh, in thesis and teach. Okay. All right.
Very good.
All right.
Let's
all right.
see.
All right.
What else?
All right.
So we are glad to be back in the house, me and my best friend.
See, once again, here we go. We start with this shit again. We starting with going.
We are acknowledging our places in each other's lives. Right? Something wrong with your throat, Mabel? Okay. So how was your week?
My week has been busy as fuck. And they've been busy for the past month. And I'm starting to dislike going in because every day there's some new nonsense that I have to do.
Oh, well, speaking of starting shit, here go the shit starter himself.
Oh.
Spesh.
Hey,
well, Spesh. I thought Epic was your best friend.
Right. Again, he's still on that shit. So that's where we are.
I'm not going to be able to let it go.
He on that shit. He on that shit. But so yeah,
this week has been Spesh.
This week has been crazy. It's been
you can make it up to me with a brisket.
2, please. It's been a lot of stuff. And today,
and here come Mufasa.
And today, you know what, Mufasa? Today, so my workday starts at 8:00. Why do you have an interview scheduled for 8:00? Why do you do anything at the start of the day when you come in like that? For me, that is
supposed to be there at 8 o'clock.
That's not the point. What I'm saying, the point for me is, if your workday starts at 8 o'clock, why are you having a meeting start at 8 o'clock, or why are you doing anything at 8 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
My point is, especially if it's a staff meeting, you don't know what the hell is going to go on with people coming in, whether they called out or not. Some people may not be able to call out until after, until after the day starts for whatever reason. But again, my whole point is, if your day starts at 8, why not have the meeting at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock? But why at 8? It doesn't make any, that just throws me off. I just get annoyed with that. And so I had a meeting at 8. An interview at 8, one at 9, one at 10, one at 11. Then I had a meeting at 12. And then at 12 o'clock, once that was over, I had to do something else at 1. And then I look around and it's 3 o'clock. And then I get the phone call and I took that real quick. And then that became like it was going to be longer. And I was like, listen, I'm going to go get me something to eat. I've been in this office all day. 3:30. I go get myself something to eat. Then I take another quick phone call, which is not a quick phone call. And then I wound up going back into the office. And then I had another meeting from 4 until 5. Now, the good thing is, in this meeting, it was a board meeting and my name was mentioned. So I was like,
that means in a good way.
Yeah, like I'm happy to have my name mentioned in a good way, like nothing negative. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you are, saying that I'm now heading up this stuff and this is what I'm doing, I'm happy about that. But it's annoying, like, because it almost gives you direct eyes on me, and it's like, I want to stay in the background.
You're the assistant director, honey.
No, I'm not the assistant. I'm the associate. I'm above her.
So you'll say that, but then you don't want any of the exposure. If you're the associate director, then the expectation
I'm the second in charge in our office.
Okay, girl,
right now
your name is going to be on the list.
I get that, but I was happy about that. So that was fine. But but then it's the nonsense and some of the people that I work with. Like there's some that are consistently cool, but then there's some that are just consistently assholes. And I feel like I have this metrosexual male in my office who, I guess for all intents and purposes, I haven't said it out my mouth that I'm homosexual or that I'm gay or that I'm just one of the kids.
They're not even clear that you're a man.
I don't even, but now I'm sitting there listening to him and he's talking to me in
the right light, you could be given,
Patrice by the water cooler.
Exactly. That plays tennis on the weekends.
Right. But I had a conversation with him, and it's this passive aggressive conversation of like, well, what are we doing? I understand what's going on.
You know how the gays do, where they want to be like, they try to establish, and
that's just it.
It got to be all of that.
It's not about all that. Like I don't. Like
first of all, if we were doing that, I'm above you.
Yeah, like
so if we were going to do that, but it don't have to be that way.
But and he made the mistake, so I was fighting it.
Dylan said, I'm above her.
Well, I was fighting the fact that he was talking out loud, and I guess he was like his thoughts were just coming out of his mouth, and he was saying like, I hope I'm not doing too much, and I hope I'm not doing too much, and I'm hoping I'm not doing too much.
Girl,
and I literally said that. I was like, well, first it was like you kept abbreviating my name, which was throwing me off.
What was he calling you?
Don't listen,
Eddie.
It doesn't make a difference. It's not what I told him to call me. My name is Edward. Mm-hmm. Let's just go with that. Don't do the Ed, the Eddie, all that. And it's like Ed, and I was like
double.
And so I was sitting there, and I let him go on for a couple minutes, and I was like, first, so my name is Edward. He's like, oh, I keep forgetting. Second, yes, you are doing too much. And I had to catch myself because I was starting to build up because I was really. Then I was like,
girl, that's going to be the second person that you'd have got into it with this joint, and you ain't even been there 3 months yet.
But they are like, oh my God, it's just, and it's me. It's me. I need to just walk away because I feel like you all are looking to me to have answers for you, and none of you report to me. I report to the same person that you report to.
Here's my advice. You are a director. You're at the director level for all intents and purposes.
Yes.
You're going to have to model the kind of behavior that you want. Walking away is not the behavior that you want. Calm? No, it is not. It really isn't. It is not.
For
I
me.
know what you want personally.
For me.
I know what you want personally. But I'm talking about as Edward so-and-so. I'm not going to put your last name out there, but as Edward so-and-so, Associate Director for BCCCCCCCCC. You want to model the behavior of how to manage conflict. Walking away is occasionally the way to manage that, but most of the time that doesn't mean the situation is addressed. So you need to model how to interact with people. See, first of all, if we want to have a conversation, we do not have these conversations at the water cooler. Get on my schedule and we will have that conversation. And if you get on my schedule, put together an agenda for what we're going to talk about.
Because see, that's the other piece. We just had this conversation the other day because we had to meet about a meeting before the meeting. I was like,
but you're above all of them, so you can manage all of that.
It's not them. But this is the institution.
I know that, but you're also in a position to make changes.
I get that as well, but I cannot implement any of the changes that I am trying to make happen if I'm always in a meeting. That's my issue.
If the meetings are with people below you, yes, you can. If there are people above you, then no. I will give you an example from.
I'm telling you that I'm always in.
Who the fuck are you telling? Girl, let me pull. If I was to pull up my Outlook calendar, it would be like the fucking reading rainbow.
It's like, bitch. And I mean, the thing is, I'm not discounting what you're saying because I do hear what you're saying, and I want you to understand that I hear what you're saying.
For the kids too.
But I'm also, it is still frustrating.
It's very frustrating
because I'm not.
Can you pass me that soda back there, that buble?
I'm not ready to. I'm not
long arms.
Bitch, that's all the way across the counter. Like, bitch, I can't. I can't stretch all the way. I can't.
There you go. See, there you go. Look at you. Thank you.
I had to stretch and shit. See, this is what I mean. Whatever.
Exactly.
This matter.
I put imaginary meetings on my calendar. I don't call them imaginary meetings. I call it focus time. I call it exactly what the fuck it is.
Well,
and then the girls ignore the shit out of that. But they ignore the shit out of that too. She's like, yeah, I see that you had 3 hours of focus time, but we need to meet. And it's like,
and the other issue for me, then we also have this thing where our office doesn't have. While we have windows on all of our doors.
Mm-hmm.
That annoys me.
So you can't be like, squat up.
Like,
relax.
My last office, we had a frosted glass. That was fine. I can deal with that. But this window, and it's like people walk by and just look in, and they're like, and I'm like,
girl, start covering the glass with notes and shit.
So my God.
So they can't see in. So let me tell you what I do at Amtrak. First of all, when I have meetings, I say, first of all, I don't ever put a meeting on the calendar. Well, I do sometimes, but 75% of my meetings are 30 minutes.
They don't need to be more than an hour. Nothing needs to be more than an hour.
And so that's why 30 minutes. And when they get on the phone, when they get on the line and start talking about it, so Bob, how's your kids? And I'm like,
we have 30 minutes.
We have 30 minutes, and here's the agenda. So we're going to talk about point A, point B, point C, and point D. And I have actually gotten compliments for that. Like today, I got a compliment, and this was not a segue into me getting compliments, but it's not. But it's about changing the culture in the way that you can. And again, if my boss puts a meeting on like one time I had to skip the barber because I finally moved the shit from 4:30 on Tuesdays to 6 p.m. on Thursday because I was like, after 5 o'clock, that's my fucking time.
Right.
So I did that. In the first time, wouldn't you know, the big boss puts a meeting on my calendar with the big boss at 6 o'clock. So I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I got to go to that. But most of the time, meetings are not more than 30 minutes. Every meeting has to have an agenda. We're not going to get to the meeting like, what are we going, if I'm in charge of the meeting, like, what are we going to talk about? You'll know, because the agenda for the meeting is in the joint with all of the attachments. So I would recommend to you, but all of us, this is a conversation, you know, this, first of all, you're not paying me for leadership training, but have an agenda, attach that agenda and all of the stuff that you need for the meeting so that everything can go.
Pseudo-like people at a college that constantly serve people that don't like people.
That's true.
Oh my
God.
Yeah,
so start by to the extent possible limiting meetings to 30 minutes and always having an agenda. And if the girls, I don't have that problem as much because I don't work in the office, but when I did work in the office, ain't no, oh, we're in the elevator, oh, let's, you know, and I'm walking to my cubicle, let's talk for like 15 minutes. And no, girl, get on my calendar, because I need to prepare for whatever the fuck it is we're going to talk about. So don't let them steal your joy and all that. And listen, girl, when you go to lunch, go sit in your car or do something.
And that's where I'm at now. I'm like, you know what? This is my time. I'm going out. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. Like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to have, and I'm relatively okay with a few people. So they might, oh, where you going? I'm like, okay, let me.
Where you going?
Like, if I'm walking out the door, like, hey, where you going? I'm like, I'm lunch. What the fuck you mean? Like,
right.
The fuck, I'll be back when I can be back. The fuck?
Oh, because I just be like, I would say that and be like, hey, let's have lunch together. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah. Like,
no, yeah. Mr. Superman, he no here. No.
So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, it's just been a week.
It's just going to be an adjustment because you are in a leadership position now, and so you're going to have to put up with shit in a way that you didn't used to.
Baby, when I tell you my nerves are fried, because then Miss, I'm just going to call her Han Solo because I can't think of her name right now.
Nichelle said, "Start coughing so fools would give you the screw face and not come in."
Ugh.
Or keep it real hot in there, or
I can't even adjust my temperature. First of all, I can't.
Or get a heater or something.
Can't bring a heater in. Can't bring a refrigerator in. Can't bring you can't bring. But it's okay. I wake up every morning. I have a roof over my head. I have a job. And
did you do any more apartment searching?
I actually did. I had stopped for a minute because I found something, and then it was actually in Laurel. And then the clown said to me.
The real estate agent or the
landlord? Owner. The owner said to me, I said, hey, he said, I'm looking to do this as soon as possible. I said, okay, well, great. He said, I need 1 month and a security deposit. And I was like, okay, so I'm thinking the security deposit was going to be like a couple $100s. He's like, no, the security deposit will be the same amount of the rent. Because again, it differs.
So it's the first and last month. So,
basically. Okay. So I was like, all right, cool. I said, okay, well, great. If that's what you need, then I can give this to you by the 15th. Well, I have another application in, and but I can hold it for you. But if you still want to do that, I'd still need the whole month. I beg your pardon? Well, I still need the whole month. So you're telling me I need to give you the deposit and to give you a whole month's rent for 15 days of a month? You can go ahead and rent to that other person. Like, did I miss something? Like, what am I missing?
I mean, he can do that because it's his house, but you know.
But there's called.
Was this a house?
No, it was a condo. But I mean, it was. But you're going to charge me for the whole month, and you're just, instead of prorating it. Like what? That's what we're doing.
Child, he's probably barely keeping that shit above water. So
and that's what somebody else said. They said, "Well, it sounds like he had financial issues or whatever." And I'm like, "Well, maybe he does. I don't know. That's none of my concern. I'm not ready to give you."
Right, because that feels like a lot to request that they give you a whole month's rent for 15 days tenancy, unless you're going to realize that on the back end or something.
I don't need to realize shit on the back end right now. I need to see shit on the front end. Goddamn, the only thing I need to see on the back end is some fucking refunds that are coming. But anyway, so that's been a lot for me. How was your week? I'm sorry, and I'm a little crabby. So yeah,
we see.
Just a little bit. How was your week? Don't touch me. He's touching me. He's touching me. He's touching me. Will it be prorated the rate the next month? No, he's not. He was literally talking about 1 month.
Was this like a 1-bedroom?
Yeah. It was like huge. Well, not huge, but it was like 836 feet or whatever.
How much was it?
Oh, Joe. Shoot, 1355.
It's not bad.
No, I'm fine with that.
How old was the building?
74, 5, something like that.
Okay,
but it was recently renovated and stuff. So now I didn't particularly care for the washer and dryer because they had like this washer and dryer. The washer pail was like that big. So you probably get like 3-4 t-shirts in there, as opposed to like being
real small.
Yeah, as opposed to being a deep one. It was like that. I was like, what? I can put some socks in there, maybe a couple drawers.
Can't be washing no comforter in that joint.
Can't wash no comforter. If I put 2 pair of jeans in there, it's like that's probably the end of it.
But it's better than nothing.
It is, but then I'm also annoyed that people feel that way sometimes. Because my other issue would have been, hey, can you come take this out? Because I'm gonna replace it with my own. That would have been my.
Yeah, I'd just be like, I'm just gonna bite the bullet, but I will be but you should hold on to that.
Oh yeah, because
when I move,
I'm taking it with me. Yeah,
I'm taking it with me. So
yeah, but Abby, no. To answer your question, absolutely not. 2 letters short of G.
Because the slave is starting to look at places, and I had gone on apartments.com and identified a few places for him.
I'm working with an agent. If he wants her, she's this young. I want to say I'm gonna say Indian.
We already got one.
Oh, okay. Well,
no shade, but
no, that's it. So,
but that was when he was looking to buy a house. But for apartments, he feels like he can do that.
I can do that as well. But however, it is nice to wake up and say,
"Look, it's best friend."
It's like, oh, here we are. I have new things for the day. Okay, great. So I'm good with that.
How much she charge?
It was only $99.
Like do that apartment searching?
$99 until you $99. Blah, $99 until you find the apartment. Like she wants a 3-month exclusive contract that she would be the only person looking for you, and it's 3 months at a time.
So you got to pay her $300.
$99 per contract for 3 months. So that's like $33 a month.
Yeah, give me that information.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. All right. She do Virginia too?
I can ask her.
Okay. All right. So my week was right after the show. So Thursday morning, I got up and came down the stairs and almost fell down the stairs. I had a dizzy spell.
I saw you put that out there, and I was like, okay, so she didn't call me and say nothing. I was like, okay, I saw this on Facebook, and I was like, but you don't do cries for help.
No. But there are 2 people that live here, at least at the moment. So Thursday, I was mostly okay, other than that moment as I was coming down the stairs. But, because our stairs are slippery and, I've fallen down the stairs other times because like the carpet is slippery or whatever. So I'm always holding on to the handle.
Well, I'm a barefoot person with carpet. So when I first get out the bed, your feet are like extra, they're dry but slippery at the same time. So when I hit the carpet for the first time, it's like, whoa.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's how I am going down the carpet. So I typically go down the carpet already holding the handrails on both sides.
Okay.
So when the dizzy spell hit, I was just like, and then I was like, oh, okay, fine. I didn't think anything of it. But then Friday, I was having a real moment of vertigo. So Friday and Saturday, I still ended up working on Friday because I didn't want to take the time off. But instead of working at the sofa, I just laid up on my sofa at the office. I was just laid up on the sofa. So I took a few meetings, but I still got enough done to say that I'm not taking any time off. Because, when you're new, you don't have any time built up. And I still got a cruise to take.
Baby, that's exactly what
shit did. So I'm like, if I gotta take leave without pay, I'll do what I gotta do. But I'd rather not. So plus, I mean, I still want to be able to take some time off, like between Christmas and New Year's, and a lift is to a Christmas list.
Start GoFundMe tonight. Oh, best friend.
Okay,
best friend.
I don't know that I'll turn it down. I mean, I'll sit at the top and be like, pew, and sitting here, flipping through my tablet.
Listen, but you need to come. But you got to come down with a badass train, a long ass train.
Right,
like the train comes all the way down to the bottom of the stairs. Like as you come down, as soon as you hit the bottom steps, it's like boop. The train is fully extended, and then you stand up and you just pull the whole thing down the stairs.
Exactly.
That's drama.
So Friday, so I have vertigo. I don't have. It's called BPVs, something positional vertigo, which I only get on very rare occasions. Like I haven't had it the whole time we've been on lockdown. And before that, it had been like 2 years. So it's been like 3, 4 years or 4 years. No, I haven't had it. Benign positional vertigo. What that means is that it's not a chronic condition. So I don't get it like every day and it doesn't last for like days or weeks or whatever. What happens is that we all have these crystals in our inner ears.
Mm-hmm.
And those regulate your position in space.
Right.
And for some people like me, they can get knocked out of alignment. And so when they do, the room starts spinning because you can't figure out where you are in the world. So for me, that's a problem because I never, remember you as a kid, you used to love merry-go-rounds, or you just, get up on the coffee table and spin around till you get dizzy and fall down.
Child, yeah.
Not for me. I avoided merry-go-rounds as a kid because I could not stand to be dizzy. Like being dizzy for me is not at all fun. It's debilitating. Okay. Like my head starts throbbing and I remember I was on a date with this girl once in college and we went on some ride that I didn't know was going to do all of this foolishness.
Okay, well, so that means no more Kings of Mania for you.
No.
No,
no,
more King. No.
Roller coasters are generally fine. I just don't. If you ever notice when we go to Busch Gardens or Kings Dominion and everybody's like, they want to go like to the barbecue spot and do all of that at first, I'm always like, no. I'm not eating anything until after we finish because, you're riding that shit pushes on your stomach unless I'm at the front. But actually, you don't want me at the front.
Because you're at the front, you goes back. So, that happened on the roller coaster.
Yeah, that didn't happen to me though. So no, I'm generally fine on most roller coasters. But let me tell you what fucked me up. When I was in high school for our senior class trip, we went to Daytona Beach, right? And then because Daytona, Orlando, all of that is close together. So we took a day trip to Disney World. And I was 18. I'd never been to Disney World. It was right around my birthday, which is, by the way, it's a week from Saturday. So just so everyone's aware.
Is this where we're doing the shameless plug? So it's like Dominion's birthday, a week from Saturday, available on iTunes.
Right, but I'm gonna be in New York City.
I'm just saying,
But we took
stop. You'll be where?
In New York City.
Doing what?
My slave.
So I'm sorry, go ahead. You were saying
and we're gonna take the Acela up on Friday.
So just you two going?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to meet and hang out with anybody up in New York?
Probably not because it's a trip for my birthday.
I just want to make sure. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna give you.
No. Are you mad because I didn't invite you?
No.
I thought about inviting you and getting with everyone else, but I said no. This is a trip.
This is where we are. This is part of Best Friend Chronicles. This is what I'm saying. This best friend. There we go. Exactly. Carry it over from last week. He started it when we first started on the show. Except I'm saying. But it's okay. It's all right.
It's a trip.
It's okay. It's all right. You don't owe me explanation. You don't owe me any explanation. You owe me nothing. Just keep going with your story.
We went to Disney World. It was right around my birthday. And
oh, watch it.
I got on the fucking teacups.
Oh, bitch, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, not the teacups.
If you haven't been on the teacups, the teacups is essentially a merry-go-round. But
But she's not
Let
a
me
merry-go-round.
explain. It is because
she's
it's
like
going
a motherfucking
around.
tilt-a-whirl on a
Right,
flat tilt-a-whirl.
You're in these teacup. It literally is a teacup. So you're sitting in this teacup. The teacup is sitting on a track inside a pivot. So the teacup is going around inside of this little thing.
And it individually spins on its axis.
That's so. Here's your teacup, and your teacup is doing this around. Oh, let me do it right here so you can see it. So here's the teacup. There's the pivot. So the teacup is pivoting around this axis. While that's happening, the whole thing, all of the teacups are moving in a circle. While that is happening, they're also going up and down.
There's three things. There's three spins.
That was enough.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the individual car.
Right.
The individual car is on its individual circle.
Right.
And then the individual circle is one of many that are all moving around. So it's spinning around 3 times within.
Right. So I'm going around like this while the whole thing is going around while also moving up and down.
It is a lot.
Baby.
The floor drops out. What fun. Oh, you're talking about the generator. It's like
yeah. But no, I would never get on that.
With a wall, and it's all centrifugal force. We keep you up against the wall. And okay.
And I actually did get. That was the other date. Oh no! That was the date. So there was a date, and then there was a time at the teacups.
Okay.
So the teacups happened in high school.
Okay.
Senior year. Trip to to Florida, which is actually how I decided to go to Florida A&M University. Although Florida A&M University is in Tallahassee, not Daytona.
Ain't nothing like bitch, it's Florida. It's all the same. I'm going.
Exactly. Florida A&M, Tallahassee. Only thing that's got in common with the rest of Florida is that there are palm trees there. But it's like going to school in South Georgia.
Oh God!
In terms of mentality and everything,
okay.
It ain't nothing like going to school. Like if FAMU, Mission College.
Boys are from Mission College,
right? Bitch, if FAMU had been like in South Florida, like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, or even Tampa, I would never have left. We probably would have never met.
The ratchet would have been going on. Bitch,
it was already ratchet as shit. All the people from
big money hoes.
Well, people from Florida call South Florida the bottom. So they'd be like, "Where you from?" I'm from the bottom. Well, that's what they used to say, like in the late 80s, early 90s.
And see,
anyway,
the bottom of West Philly, the bottom of Philadelphia is West Philly. There's a part of West Philly called the bottom. But anyway,
right.
I get it.
So the other time was exactly what Mufasa said, the centrifugal force thing, because I had never been in one. So I'm with this girl, and I was trying to pretend like I liked her. I was trying to do my heterosexual. She was very attractive. I thought she was a gorgeous woman, and I found out very soon after that she didn't like me like that. But part of me was always like, was it because I bitched out on this fucking ride? But no. So I get on this ride and I get off and I could barely walk straight. In fact, I couldn't. So I had to go and sit down immediately. And where was the only place to sit down? In front of the fucking sausage and onion cart. So I'm sitting there like, trying to catch my breath, and then with every breath, I'm breathing in all of this grease and sausage. And
you're sitting there like,
exactly. Exactly. And then she was like, "Do you want to go home?" I was like, "Yes."
No, girl, we're just sitting here and get to your dry gagging.
Right. So yeah, I don't like dizziness or whatever. So all of that to say dizziness or whatever. So I worked on Friday, whatever, sort of hung out. Saturday, it was sort of a low-key day, but it feels like what I needed to do. Because I was still trying to do the most on Saturday. I was still trying to be up. I was still trying to be, whatever. I didn't go anywhere, but Sunday, Papa and I were supposed to have lunch. I mean, I do stuff with you that I don't do with other people. I mean, Jesus, I can't have friends with I can't have friends and go out and hang out with other people. I mean, you go out all the time and don't invite me.
I beg your pardon?
How many times do you invite me to bingo? How many times you invite me to karaoke?
Bitch,
And
first of all,
see the girls.
Bitch, first of all, let's start with bingo. Let's start with bingo. Bitch, you are not coming to bingo. You'll be like,
you've never invited me.
Bitch, you'll be like, why am I here?
You've never invited me.
You know what? You know what? You're right. Would you like to go to bingo? There's bingo every single night of the week.
No.
Which night would you go? But now karaoke. Bitch, that's if I go to karaoke, I will go either on a Tuesday night.
And so you went to the little club in Baltimore, which I would have never known about if you hadn't told me. So then I was like,
I told you about that.
No.
I did. I told you about that. Yes, I did. I sent you the flyer. I sent you the flyer because I went the week before and I told you. But I told you then. I told you then.
When?
I told you the first week. I was like, I'm going up to this club. You were like, okay, well, whatever. You were going somewhere else. You were doing something else that Saturday.
Oh, I was in Florida.
Because, right.
Oh.
He was in Florida. Yes, I bring Werther's Originals to karaoke. However, once again, he was in Florida. So, I mean,
I did invite you to Florida. Did I not invite you to Florida?
You did invite me to Florida. Mm-hmm. However, remember I said I can't go because I just got this job. I can't take that time off.
Now you're just making up excuses.
That wasn't excuses. That was a fact. Bitch, we got cruises and shit to take. Which, by the way, I still got to pay you on.
So do we all. I mean, but we got until July 15th to get that together.
Yeah, because I need to get this shit out of the way. Because I'll be fucking around and wait till the last minute trying to pay like $9,000 for this damn thing.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that.
So
anyway, so let's recap. Dominion has gone on to other things. He has other weekend plans and he has other things going on.
Right. And then so when
without me,
I thought
the receipts are receding.
I had started to feel a little better Saturday evening. So, Papa was, feeling a little down. He wasn't feeling best, so we needed to, sort of get together. We thought margaritas and guacamole would be the best way to, recharge our batteries. But then I got up Sunday morning and the room started spinning again. So then I called Papa and was like, I'm not going. And then so I stayed in bed all day Sunday, which is what I needed, was to stay totally horizontal and just sleep. And also when I do that, I get nauseous. So that's the whole thing. I get dizzy, my head starts throbbing, and I get nauseous. So I didn't eat anything all day. And that's always like if I ever get a cold or I've had the flu like one time or whatever, I know that I'm better when I get hungry because I usually don't eat at all when I'm sick or whatever. So like around 5:00 Sunday evening, I started to get really hungry. So I was like, all right, so that's my body saying, okay, you're good to go. So cautiously, I tippy paws it out of the bed and was like,
got a graham cracker or like a.
And I go downstairs. It's like, which one of you bitches ate all of the Ritz crackers in this fucking house?
No saltines.
I was just crackers for a fucking Ritz cracker. All I had, I was like, I don't want to eat a lot, but some Ritz crackers and some orange juice. So what you do, you take a couple of Ritz cracker, let it in your mouth, just let it sit, and you take a sip of orange juice and let that soak through, and then you just sort of let that melt on your tongue. But I was like, ain't no fucking Ritz. It was actually Ritz crackers in the house, but it was just like,
which one?
It ain't no orange juice in the house.
And
let me tell you,
and even
no one buys.
Go get some more.
Here's the thing: no one buys orange juice, but everybody drinks orange juice. It's not even my sister. It's not my sister.
You know what?
It's Trayvon.
I gotta say the same thing.
Drinks. So he will never buy orange juice, and I'm just saying he never buys orange juice. But bitch, if there's orange juice in the house, that shit will disappear like fucking water.
I can't say because listen, our household is cranberry juice.
Mm-hmm.
All different type, cran grape, cran apple, cran whatever.
Yeah, but I only buy the 100% cran juice because all those other things.
Sometimes you can't find it, but it's 100% cran, cranberry. But again, sometimes you just drink it just because you want it. Okay, I don't necessarily buy it.
Exactly, ain't left nothing but a swallow in the
container. But and that happens.
Oh, that really pisses me off.
So I'm like,
bitch,
what
the fuck? Who pulls? Who fills up their cup and it's a clear container so you can see how much juice is left in there. And you know what it is?
And it's the bottom that's just color. It's like just this glaze on the bottom. You're like,
you know what it is? You know who does that? Well, Trayvon does it too, but Kendra does it. Just like what was that? What was that was in the house and you came? It was it donuts or chicken nuggets or something? And remember, she had eaten all of them
and left
except
three,
the
like
one,
one of
the one.
Oh, yeah, it was something. I think it was chicken nuggets or chicken tenders, something like it was something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Something that comes in like multi pieces, and she'll eat all of it and just leave the one.
She's like, "Well, I didn't want to leave.
I didn't want to eat it all." It's like, bitch, it's like
one
one
left.
left.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, so by Sunday evening, I felt 100% fine, and I felt fine ever since. Well, and people have reached out. They've offered, there's a lot of YouTube information out there about treatments for it, and they're usually just exercises you can do, like pulling. The goal of all of these is because some of it is your eyes, because I sometimes feel like my eyes are jumping.
I've had that before
too. So they're to help with the eye muscles, as it's also neck muscles and the ears. But some of them are just in the short term are going to make the dizziness way worse. So it's like some of them are like laying on the surface with your head below your body.
Oh no, not
and
when
then
I'm
bringing it back up. And so they tell you,
no.
bitch, they tell you this is probably going to make you dizzier in the short term. So have a bucket next to you.
Like,
and I'm like, I don't know. It feels like the treatment is worse than the cure because I could just listen. This laying in the bed and sleeping all Sunday felt just fine. So, hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
So that was that. Work is fine. Nothing is really going on. It's worky. Okay. There's still
get pierced, help with vertigo.
You mean like acupuncture? Bougie girl?
Or like nipple piercing, or like
I'm like
or like Prince Albert type of stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, definitely not getting a Prince Albert.
So when I went and got my nipples done, that was the one thing that I went as soon as the first one went in, I said I'm never getting a Prince Albert. It was instantly, I was like, I'm never getting a PA. Because I thought about it for like a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I had my ears pierced. This one because I can still feel it. The hole has been closed, but I got it done because this was like in the early '90s, and I thought it would make me cool.
Yeah, I had both.
And then it was like
over time, you just say fuck it.
Like within 6 months, I was just like, oh, first the back fell off. They give you the little with the Claire's or whatever, the little card in the mall.
People keep saying that the nipples are worse than the genitals. Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm just not. I'm never.
I don't need it either way.
I'm not going to experience that.
Yeah.
And I also understand that hole in the genitals never closes, so you pee it out of like 2 different holes. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need none of that.
I'm good. I already got a wild stream as is. I'd be damned if I would straight. No.
You wake up in the morning, and if you're not paying attention, you just like, bitch.
Like, no.
Yeah. So that's that. So let's talk about all of the news that is fit for consumption. Yes. And first, we have breaking news. that Jussie Smollett will be released from jail pending an appeal of his conviction. An Illinois appeals court has ruled. The order entered on Wednesday shall be released from custody upon posting of a personal recognizance bond in the amount of $150,000. The court granted a motion made by Smollett's attorney to delay his sentence and grant him bond until their appeal of his conviction has been decided upon.
But they gave him $150,000 on his. He got released on. First of all, you're not releasing your own recognizance if you're paying a bond.
It's called personal recognizance bond. I'm just telling you what the
all right, that's something different. Okay, yeah, right. Okay.
So part of the reasoning listed in the order is that the court found it would be, quote, unable to dispose of the instant appeal before the defendant would have served his entire sentence of incarceration. So basically, they would not have been able to resolve this in 150 days that he would have been released. So they might as well let him be out. Because if he appealed, then basically they had a man in jail for 150 days, for no reason.
Now, this whole part of him being held in the psych ward, you know, so his whole stunt when he went in was, I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal.
Which was like, brilliant.
I was like, bitch.
Like, girl, if you're going to go, listen, the girls are committing to this role, honey.
Bitch. I was like, okay, girl, I see you.
She is committing. She is doing way better acting than she ever did on Empire.
I see you, girl. I see you.
Yes.
And then what did they do? They put your ass right in there.
Right. Because, listen,
it rightfully is way so.
Better than,
rightfully so.
Listen, because you are a known homosexual.
Yes, indeedy.
In general population.
Yes, indeedy.
Everybody, I mean, there would have been enough people who would have seen Empire. Even if they didn't know your court case, they'd have been like, ain't that the dude from Empire?
But
he would have been a victim from the moment he got in that joint.
But here's the thing. They do separate you, or they can separate you if, as they say, you practice a homosexual lifestyle. So there's a separate unit.
And then
within that unit, you still got predators within that unit.
Right, because then you in with all of the girls that'll be like, oh, bitch, she thinks she cute.
Exactly. That's a whole different...
Right, so, and then you got to fight the girls that be like, I just want to slice up that face because she thinks she's cute. Because if you say, like, they'll be like, what's up? And if you don't say it in just the right tone, it's like, this bitch thinks she famous and she ain't got to talk to nobody, slice.
But the worker is... I don't know if I had a choice, if I'd rather be in general population or if I want to be with the gays.
I'm just going to tell you this: don't do nothing crazy, and you ain't got to worry about this.
This is one of
those situations where,
if ever faced, you know,
we know that the system is unfair, and while we can work on that, we should do our best not to have any interaction with the system. So I feel like you know how when like some brother robs a bank.
It's like, you ever rob a bank? No, I never robbed the bank.
Well, no, he robs a bank and then he runs away and shoots at the police and then gets shot in the back. And they're all like, but they shot him in the back. And then I'm like, but if he hadn't robbed the bank, he wouldn't. Yeah. I'm not saying that we should be shooting people in the back.
Right.
But I'm also saying that if you don't rob a bank, you won't ever have this particular situation. And if you hadn't tried to be stunt queen, this is a RuPaul best friend jail. That was a good one.
Remember, he in Chicago. Well, again, in Chicago, I'm sure there is a separation.
I'm sure.
Because in DC, there's a separation.
Right. And so that's just my thing. It's like
Georgia,
all of this stuff about, now his sentence was unfair. Yes, his sentence was highly unfair. But again, some of this is a significant fraction of this is on him because you aren't Breonna Taylor. You aren't Elijah McClain. You aren't some innocent. You aren't even like Eric Garner doing slightly, I mean, because technically selling loose cigarettes is illegal, but in the grand scheme of things, you know what I'm saying. But you're not those people.
Nigga can't sell a Lucy and make some change. Come on,
I guess. But I mean, you're not those people. You staged a hate crime. And you know what was kind of fucked up to me? That they had pictures of the brothers. The brothers was just laughing and giggling. They haven't been charged with anything. And I mean, because I guess from the police's perspective, they didn't do anything.
Exactly. It's a different color jumpsuit.
Right. So, I mean, I guess from the law's perspective, those two brothers didn't do anything.
I have
no. But I mean, so I have sympathy for Jussie, but I'm also like, girl, you are in a situation of your own making. So hopefully you get the sentence knocked down on appeal or something, hope you got a good light-skinned lawyer. So that's all I can say.
We'll get
Annalise Keating or something.
No, he needs to call motherfucking Kerry Washington.
Olivia Pope.
That's
Olivia Pope don't handle this kind of stuff.
No, Olivia would have been behind the scenes. She'd have just been like, it's handled.
Right.
And went on to the next thing. Like she was just fine.
Olivia would have been like, the Chicago Police Department, oh girl, there's got to be some dirt on these bitches. She'd have just been like, to the police chief. Open that folder. What's in the folder? Open the folder. That is terrible. Is that you with 2 underage girls in Vegas?
What do you want?
My client goes free.
But I can't.
I would hate to have to be the person who shared those photos with your wife. She's already unhappy in your marriage, and she's told you so on several occasions.
Is 4 p.m. okay? 2
yes. 2 p.m. Thank you. And these will never see the light of day.
Thank you. Can I hold on to? Okay.
Exactly. Olivia would have naked pictures of the judge with underage girls and a fist dildo in his ass. Exactly.
That's
what you need. You need Olivia Pope, to get in and handle all of this shit.
She wouldn't have even put her Birkin bag down. She'd have been like,
right.
Okay.
And them 2 brothers, them hoes would have been deported back to Nigeria.
She'd been like,
and I don't necessarily want anything.
These tickets are for you.
I don't necessarily want anything bad to happen to them.
I feel like
I
feel like they're victims of circumstance. However, they were willing participants.
They were willing participants in this whole charade
at the same time. Yeah.
The only reason is they didn't call the police, so they've never lied to the police. That's why they aren't. Because when the shit came up, they were like, "Oh, he paid us to do this," and so they probably turned state's evidence or whatever.
Anyway,
it ain't no coincidence that Olivia and Oliver are close. That's all I'll say. All right, so some sad news to report. Emilio Delgado, who was Sesame Street's Lewis for more than 40 years, has died. He was 81. It's sad, but I mean, once someone gets to 80, 81, I'm like, you know what? God bless them. They lived a good long life. But still, I mean, still.
But I mean, he was the shop owner. Like, I remember him. He was very nice.
Yeah.
I remember him as a kid. So he died Thursday at his home in New York.
Yes.
He had been diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a blood cancer in 2020. Beyond Sesame Street, Delgado appeared in such series as Law and Order, and early in his career in the dramas Lou Grant and Falcon Crest, which I'm trying to remember who the hell was he in Falcon Crest. I don't remember that. I remember watching it though.
I feel like he was probably like a minor character, or he was maybe related to
someone. I don't know.
He wasn't a main character.
No.
He was not Angela. What was
Falcon Crest was Lorenzo Lamas.
Yeah, but what was the character's name?
Oh,
Alexa, what was the name of Jane Wyman's character on Falcon Crest?
Here's what I found. Jane Wyman plays Angela Channing.
Angela Channing.
Okay.
Angela Channing.
Okay.
Yes.
So he also was in a movie.
Helpful like shit.
He also starred in the 1975 TV movie I Will Fight No More Forever, a true story about Nez Perce Native American leader Chief Joseph. Nez Perce, a Native American leader Chief Joseph. I don't know who that is
wrong, but anyway.
Yeah. Delgado was born in Calexico, California, but raised by his grandparents on the other side of the U.S.-Mexican border in Mexicali. So condolences to his family.
Mm-hmm.
Something else that's rumored to be on its deathbed or on its last leg, The Real, the daytime talk show. Really? Like, why?
I don't care for Adrian Bailon or Lonnie Love.
Okay. Well, again, it's reportedly being canceled. The Jasmine brand.
Although that clip with Lonnie Love when Tamar is talking about how they said she looked like a Muppet. Lonnie Love is like, bitch, cut the camera. Bitch, please cut the camera. Because she was about to bust out laughing.
Anyway, reported on the Jasmine brand, there's no reason as to why the show is being canceled as of yet, but the show has been running for 8 seasons, which may soon come to an end. None of the hosts have confirmed cancellations as of yet, but when we find out, we'll know what's going on. So that's all we got to report on that.
Yes. And other sad news, Tracy Braxton.
Yes, Tracy
passed away.
Listen, last call, Miss Tracy Braxton. Her sisters and her family put this very beautiful post out because they said when she died, it was snowing, and they said, our Angel Tracy died during a snowstorm, and so we will forever have her as a snowflake to remember her by. And it was a very beautiful posting, and that is very beautiful picture of all of the Braxton sisters in black and white, all braids, just their hair, very classic. Any time period type of picture, and it was just a great picture of them. So, our condolences to the Braxton family. So, Tracy was
51.
She was 50, I think.
Oh, okay.
She was 50. Yeah, she was. But again, she's our age bracket.
Yes.
So our condolences to her. But again, from what I understand, Miss Tracy Braxton was that Zeta, and she was one of the Zetas that hung out with everybody. So listen, if she is anything like Tracy, not Tracy, Trina, the party girl. Listen, she can hang out with me anytime. I'd be like, listen, if a fight get ready to break out, she ready to fight too. So I'm here for all of it. Because on the show when she called Tamar, she was like, "Come on outside, come on out front." And Tamar was like, "She paid too much for this face. I'm not going outside." Oh. I said, "Okay, all right." Because Tracy was going to jump on that ass,
right?
But anyway, for something else I want to report on for all of you that are Umbrella Academy fans, season 3 is about to premiere. At least the date has been set. It's the June premiere date for season 3 of superhero series Umbrella Academy has been set for Wednesday, June 22nd. There's also they released 2 first look photos and a teaser. But see, here's the thing. Let me give you a quick recap. In season 3, after putting a stop to 1963's Doomsday, the Umbrella Academy returned home to the present. Convinced they prevented the initial apocalypse and fixed this godforsaken timeline once and for all, but after a brief moment of celebration, they realized things aren't exactly, not at all, how they left them. Enter the Sparrows Academy. Smart, stylish, and about as warm as a sea of icebergs, the Sparrows immediately clash with the Umbrellas in a violent face-off that turns out to be the least of everyone's concerns. Navigating challenges, losses, and surprises of their own and dealing with an unidentified destructive entity wreaking havoc in the universe, something they may have caused, now all they need to do is convince Dad's new and possibly better family to help them put right what their arrival made wrong. Will they find a way back to their pre-apocalyptic lives, or is this new world about to reveal more than just a hiccup in the timeline? So listen, it sounds good. If any of you are watching it, because I know I will be, I'm on it. You haven't watched any of you. It's not for those of you that like to Umbrella Academy.
I'm watching Star Trek.
Who?
We've got Discovery, Picard, and Strange New Worlds coming out, and then also on Star Wars side there is Kenobi coming out this year. Let's skip some of this other stuff. I am excited about the Ms. Marvel trailer. That looked pretty interesting.
It did. It looked pretty interesting. So Kamala Khan's Ms. Marvel.
Kamala.
Is it Kamala?
Kamala.
Is it?
She says it in the thing. It's
I'm asking.
No. There's like part of the teaser trailer is like she's with the girls, and the girls are like, "Hey, Kamala," whatever. She's like, "It's Kamala."
And I went to school with a woman named Kamala. That's how she pronounced it.
And that's true. Yeah, I've heard it, but I believe it's Kamala.
But it's Kamala. Okay, so Kamala Khan's Ms. Marvel, a beloved recent addition to the superhero comic canon, is joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe this summer. And based on the trailer for her new self-titled Disney Plus series, she's every bit as endearing and relatable as her comic iteration. Now, the new trailer for Ms. Marvel, dotted with speech balloons straight out of a comic book, introduces viewers to Kamala, a Muslim Pakistani-American high schooler from New Jersey who doodles and daydreams about one day joining the superheroes she idolizes. Kamala, who was introduced in the comics in 2013 before getting her own series the following year, was Marvel's first Muslim-American superhero. Now, though one day our teenage hero, played by Iman Vellani, will become one of Marvel's most powerful crime fighters, the series appears to serve as her origin story. So it'll be interesting to see how if they spin this as it's just this young lady playing Ms. Marvel, or if they're going to have some other iteration where something else happens and it's another person or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm here for it though.
Yeah. All right, so are we ready to dive into our Lukes?
Come through.
I think we share. No, we want to share a tab. All right, so let's start with the griot because that's where
it's time for stunts
and
and
shows. All right, so let's figure let's our hold on. I want to make this a little smaller so that we can get it all in frame. All right. So if we don't like it, it's a stunt. If we are neutral, it's a show. If we love it, it's gag. It's a gag. Is that it?
I'm agreeing with that.
Okay. So, all right. Let's start with Venus and Serena Williams. And, for those of you who don't know the difference, that's Venus, the taller one, who is the older sister, and Serena is on the right.
So can I just pick out specific things?
Yes.
So I'm here for Venus and these teddies. These motherfucking teddies. I'm here for it. Like, girl, you listen, put them up and out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for Serena's titties.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for the legs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely here for this dramatic ass train.
I love the way the train starts here and it becomes like a thing. I love that.
Drama.
This look says Critics' Choice Oscars. This look says BET Awards. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all.
For me.
But I will say Venus looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it looks like I almost want to say, did you get something done to your face, girl?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sharing that to the stream.
So, there we go.
All right. So if everyone can see that now. So we'll say that again. Venus is giving BET Awards to me and apparently to Eric. We love Venus's look.
Yes.
I mean, Serena's look. We love the drama. We love everything about that.
Again, get into these teddies.
The teddies.
But Venus's face looks like she had some work done. And I'm sure maybe makeup and lighting, but there's something that looks different about
Serena.
her face.
Looks like she has some work done
I'm
too.
sorry,
But I think
not Venus, but I meant Serena. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I think that's just lighting.
It could be lighting.
And
I don't know.
Makeup.
But it's like, okay, girl, what's going on?
All right, so vibrant colors.
Ooh.
Dominique Jackson from Pose, Nicole Byer, Michaela J. Rodriguez, and Ariana DeBose. I like these colors.
I like the colors.
This dress looks better from the front. We have some other pictures that we can see from wonderwall.com. I like this. I don't necessarily think that the bald look is best on MJ.
So I feel like if she's doing the bald look, I feel like it would look better in an urban setting.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever your look is, like if it's urban grunge or whatever, like whatever you're doing, but this doesn't work. I don't like the outfit and it doesn't like the look this is my choice.
Mm-hmm. It also just looks like a piece of fabric that's wrapped around.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I don't. And Miss Dominique, I don't know if I'm feeling this. It's just laying on you. I don't know.
Oh, apparently the girls are saying Serena has definitely had several procedures.
Yeah, she's had something done to that face. I thought it was just me, but I mean, something look a little. And I mean, I'm not mad at her. You the goat.
Correct.
Yeah, you the goat.
Right. All right. Next, they blushed. All right. So
come on, bashful and blush.
We've got Jasmine Savoy Brown, Angelica Ross, Anjanou Ellis, and Sydney, and India Moore. I love all of these looks.
These colors are good.
The colors are perfect. This is definitely giving me Grecian goddess.
It is giving me the muses from Disney.
Yes.
It's giving me that. I don't know if I feel about the hair, but I like her body, and in this dress looks amazing.
Yes.
India always looks kind of very blah to me, and
India always looks like she don't really want to be there.
Yeah, like I think India's tapping into her. I think she's tapping into a more feminine look for this evening, as opposed to other evenings where she's doing more, and I don't want to say androgynous, but non-binary, I guess, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I think this is good. I like this color palette. It looks very champagne-ish.
Yeah. So not so basic black. This is Robin Thede. Demi Singleton and Amber Ruffin. This is fine. I mean, you try to do a little swoop on a dress, and I know when she saw it, she was like, bitch, the swoop. But okay. Yeah, it didn't really, that one don't really do it for me. This is fine. Also, I'm gonna need these girls to be like, smile or do something. And it's not women needing to smile, but you're on a red carpet and you look like you don't really want to be there. So it plays into what your look is giving. Like, I don't really care for Amber Ruffin's look, but Lisa looks happy to be there.
Let me tell you something. Amber's motherfucking pump right now is giving me everything I need.
The pump is she's only like 4 feet tall.
But I mean, she's standing on like the one big toe on each foot. Like she is all the way in this pump.
It is.
This pump. Listen, and it looks like it's wrapped around the ankle too.
Like that pump is pumped.
I'm here for this pump. I'm here for this pump.
It's definitely a pump.
I'm here for this pump.
Let's see. Then we've got couples. Yeah.
So
Halle Berry and Van Hunt, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, Taye Diggs and April Jones. So starting on the left, Halle Berry looks fine.
So I like her haircut and the ones I've seen from the other side where you get to see the black.
I just generally don't like women's or men's pants that literally like scrape the ground like that. I prefer a more tailored.
I can get into it. It's an attitude, though. It's an attitude. It's a full look. Like it just can't be a regular pant. It needs to be. You need to have very long legs, very high, thin waist, or at least give me a
Halle Berry doesn't have any of that.
No, she doesn't.
And she looks fine.
Yeah, she does. But and Van Hunt, you just look like any old person. Like, I mean,
I fucking love this suit that Will Smith has on because I love a suit with a button-up vest underneath. So that looks. I really love that look.
Is this suit like a deep wine? Is that what it is?
I think it's brown, and then this is a lighter, more brown suede, whatever you would want to call this. Underneath.
Maybe I have to see the vest. I'm not.
Yeah, we've got some closer up pictures.
Yeah, I'm not.
There's also some closer up pictures of
Jada.
And she's got on like this crystal headdress and stuff. She talks about her battle with alopecia. So, there's a reason why.
I don't know if I like the dress though.
Yeah, the dress is
But now, this young lady with this purple feather situation going on, it looks kind of interesting.
It does. Face framers. Now, fucking Issa Rae is stunning.
Issa never does anything wrong for me when she wears bright colors. Like it just looks amazing.
Exactly, blush and bashful.
Yeah, it looks amazing on her skin. Now Sonequa Martin,
Green, that's from Discovery. That show that
I know who she is. She's also on. She was on The Walking Dead.
On The Walking Dead,
yes. Yeah. They killed her. She's dead. Right.
Dead.
Yeah. DED.
And Jodie Turner Smith is on what? Doctor Who?
She's also, if I remember correctly, isn't she the woman who played opposite Bond? Isn't she the black?
She might be.
I think that might be. I think that might be the first time I saw her. I think
this dress does not look good from this angle, but
no.
In the other,
when you see the arm and the
when you see the whole thing, because I have other pictures. It's much better looking.
But this hair is not really doing it for me. For her,
no, because when you look at it up close, it's clearly a wig.
Can we just give a moment for what's her face, Sonequa Martin with this motherfucking split?
Yes.
Like I'm here for it. It's like it's all the way up to her fucking imagination. I'm here for it.
Let's see who's next. Bold types. All right, so these most are missing. This is a mess. Rob Morgan, I don't know who that is. Halle Sehar, remember she was also on Pose. She was Angel. Not Angel.
She was not Angel. She was what's the name's best friend?
Yes. Candy's best friend.
Shit, I can't think of her name right now. Yes. I'm not here for this jacket.
No, I'm not here for that at all.
And I don't know if I'm here.
I like the idea of this, but this feels a little bit like Mother of the Bride who's trying to do the most. Because, I love a train. So, I could like it in concept.
It's an over-the-shoulder train, and I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. So that is that. So
It's okay.
it's something, all right. So then let's bring this out as a tab. So I don't want to do it all like that. I'm trying to pull it so I can see it and see the looks. All right, so let's try this. That's what we want to see.
So I like this is a cute picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I feel. It's a cute picture. Like I said, I like the haircut. It's a cute picture, but I just
I don't know that.
that's it.
Hold on, I need to zoom out a little bit more so then I couldn't get the little arrow that comes on the screen. This is the BGKH show got a lot going on. So
Yeah,
that's
well,
67.
I mean,
So let's do.
I just I don't know how I feel about this, and it looks like it's almost like, girl, are people not dressing you now? Is that what it is?
Right.
Oh,
I fucking hated this look.
what is this?
I felt like so. We got to zoom in for this so that we can see the foolishness. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I got to make this full screen. No, that's not helping.
I'm trying to get into this. No, it all. So stop sharing that one and then reshare it on the other one, maybe.
No, what I'm trying to do is be able to see what we're sharing, but I can't.
If you, what about if you try the other, like the side by sides and the other, we're on StreamYard, the side by sides and the picture inside of it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Is maybe that I was just saying maybe that might work.
We're just going to have to get into showing the whole screen and not being able to see what people say. All right, so let's see if everyone can see that tab. Make sure we're on the right tab. All right, good. All right, so then we'll blow this back up. I did not care for this look at all.
It's too much.
It's too much. I mean,
it's too much and not enough at the same time.
Exactly. And it looks like these cups they just put on the ends of her breasts. That's what it is. It's just it looks like this bottom half is an entirely separate dress from the top half.
I feel like
that's a real problem for me.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm gonna say no. That's a stunt.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull this back into the same window, so it's easier for us to.
That's a stunt.
That's a little better.
Yeah, that's
all right. Yeah, that's definitely a stunt for me.
That's a stunt.
And we know she loves stunts. No comment.
Yeah, it's just okay. From the back, it looks better. Yeah, okay for this earring.
Kristen Wiig, girl, what you doing? What's going on here? What's happening?
No, girl.
No.
I'm gonna say no.
She's a no for me. Mandy Moore. They love this, whoever does this at Wonderwall, but this is
your boobs.
This feels like
flat.
You are
the dress is so heavy.
You are in it looks like you're in a stage production of Mamma Mia, and that's not a compliment.
Or how about Joseph Technicolor Dreamcoat? How about that?
Yes. So yeah, that's a no for me.
No. No. She looks good.
Yes, this she's giving. This is cute and simple.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah, I feel that's fine. This come on, Kirsten Dunst. This feels like you found the fanciest nursing outfit This feels like what's the show about the dystopia?
You're talking about The Handmaid's Tale?
This feels like Handmaid's Tale dressed up for fancy night.
I just can't.
Yeah.
So bougie girl, yeah, a more bedazzled top, something like you got all this. Now, hold up. Can we just stop for a second? Something about this is beautiful. I don't know what it is, but it's probably just the color and the fact that this is like a velvet.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
what is this velvet?
Like it's something about it, and she looks good in it.
Yeah,
the color,
mm-hmm.
the dress, it's just a mop. It's just a
jumpsuit.
It's a jump.
Actually,
I'm gonna say no. Mm-mm. The color looks good.
Now, see, this is a much better view of that dress that Jody has on. So I like that.
It's a lot though.
But yes, it's got a lot going on.
It's a lot.
Now, this hair, I'm sorry,
but you know what that hair is giving?
Roxy Andrews wig reveal.
No. What she's giving right now, she's giving Miss motherfucking Crystal LaBeija,
yes.
1969.
Yes.
Do not take my picture, darling. Do not take my picture, darling. Darling, if you take my picture, I will sue you. I'll sue the bitch. I'll sue you. That's exactly what this hair is giving.
Yes. And for Crystal LaBeija, that's a great look. For this, not so much.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say that.
No, ma'am. What are you doing?
Listen,
you had me on all of this.
You had me at nothing.
This shit on the side.
You had me at nothing. You had me at nothing. Nothing.
All right.
Ooh, come through.
Rita Ora.
Come through.
She always manages to come through and give a little something, but then I'm always like, what does Rita Ora do?
But this is real cute and slinky. Listen, we have some super fans that would rock the shit out of this.
Yes.
Like I feel like there'll be several people that will rock the shit out of this. I mean, I'm not gonna say no names or nothing, but I'm gonna just say like Bougie Girl or Tyra. I mean, I'm just
Tyra, Bougie Girl would rock the shit out of this.
She would rock the shit out of this.
And so would Ebony.
God damn it, Ebony, that's what it is. Baby, listen.
Ebony would rock the fucking shit out of this ensemble.
And the two of you standing there with this whole Coke bottle thing going on with the waist and all that, like
especially in like contrasting but coordinating colors.
Y'all better listen. So y'all have an assignment. Right. Y'all assignment is to go ahead and find these dresses and then take pictures.
Exactly. Ariana DeBose, it doesn't look quite as good from this.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I like the crystal headpiece, but that was about it.
This is giving me very Oscar de la Renta, like 1950s.
It is an Oscar de la Renta.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But it's exactly what you would expect Oscar de la Renta to give. I thought this was fine.
I think it's kind of cute.
You know, there's still this thing with big women's fashion. It's like, you know, you can still show a little skin, you know, you can do a little something. And also, when you are short, listen, this is just my opinion. People who design this, and I am not a fashion designer or whatever, but you need to bring the eye down in the torso to give you a little length. So I feel like having this belt right under the titties sort of makes you look shorter, cuts you off.
So some of that might have been intentional, because especially if she's trying to hide something here,
true,
that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But but she looks.
But overall, I think this looks good. We're going to get to
healthy.
somebody that I did not care for at all in a minute. Yeah, this still is giving BET.
Yeah, she's giving and this shoe, girl. What is going on with this? Like Venus, girl, I know you got, but this shoe, are these giving tiger toes? What is going on with? Are these giving tiger claws around the foot? Is that what we giving?
A little bit. I think a little bit.
Oh, okay. Girl, I still love you though.
Yeah, see, so this is sort of like a brownish kind of wine.
It's giving me like a wine. I like the color of it.
Although, up close though, this looks like it came out of Tuxedos R Us. It doesn't feel, and listen, as much money as Will and Jada Pinkett Smith has, this does not feel bespoke. This just, all of this fabric and this bunching in here does not look like they pieced this together for his body.
I'm not really here for it. It's not fitted. It's not fitted.
Yeah.
Not the best anyway.
Yeah, we can skip over that.
Okay.
This
I'm
has like a
feeling this.
subtle
That-
sparkle
yeah,
to it. It's
a-
giving.
I kind of feel it. It kind of,
This.
But can we just stop for a moment? Morbius, the movie, is coming out on April 1st.
Yeah, I want to see it.
I will be right there.
Yeah. I want to see it, but I'm like, I don't
But
really.
it's these heels.
It's the shoes with these silver, and you don't have on nothing silver. And every time I see this is a clip-on bow tie. There's no way that this can be a tied bow tie, because it's always every image that I've seen of this, it's slightly off kilter, and it's just like the two sides of it are too perfect. So that is a clip-on bow tie to me. And listen, I don't have any clip-on, but I've got plenty that had the bow tie and then got the string to go around the neck, because I don't know how to tie a bow tie, but I also don't have millions of dollars.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not. Yeah.
We already talked about her. Fine, sure. You know, I love a back reveal. Red was the color of the night. This. So here's my thing. We are all human beings of different sizes. This is just not a good look. This just doesn't do it. This is just, it's just not it.
Yeah, this is a little bit too much busy, and I don't know how I feel about how this is fitting up at the top. And I think it has everything to do with the style of
contrasting to what we saw with Melissa McCarthy. Not only does this cut you off, but it doesn't even like frame underneath the titties. It just looks like it's just laying at the same level, like your breasts come out and then it just drops off and then it just stops there. This detailing here in the center is cute, but all of this,
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I do not want to fat shame her. And I'm like, listen, humans come in different sizes.
It's not about her size. I'm just talking about the dress.
Just not a complimentary dress on her at all. She's got a gorgeous smile, and I love her hair. But it always feels like she looks uncomfortable. But probably because half of the designers make no attempt to dress her. Here's what she need to do. She need to go to Christian Siriano and have him do something for her, and I guarantee you she will be the most stunning person, because Christian takes a woman no matter what their proportions are and has the ability to make them look gorgeous. This is just not at all complimentary to her.
There are a few other designers that will do that as well.
Yeah,
but I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah,
and it's the dress for me. It's not
totally the dress.
It's the dress.
I also don't care for this. This feels like,
so can we just talk about Juliette?
Necessary embellishment.
But can we just talk about Juliette Lewis and how she actually is like not aging at the same time?
Right.
Like she is, but she isn't. And this is giving me early Oscar de la Renta as well. Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Alberta Ferretti.
It's giving me, it's the top and the bow is giving me a little bit, but
yeah, I don't like that asymmetric bow. Maybe if it was in a different color or if it was symmetrical or something about it, it doesn't do it for me. This is a full miss. A full miss. Is there something below a stunt? A chop. This is a chop. This is a full chop for me. This feels like you are in a production of Zorro the Gay Blade, except Zorro was a woman.
I was rooting for you, Danielle. I was rooting for you. The color looks amazing on you, and I think the idea of this looks great. But maybe it's the monochromatic. I don't.
It's a no for me.
I don't know. I was rooting for you. I don't know. I don't know. Her makeup looks good.
Yeah, and from this angle, you're like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But when you see the whole thing, it's like a no. This is a no.
I'm gonna say no. And the shoe and that shoe.
Oh, that shoe was a crime.
You know what that is? That is the upgrade for the Mount St. Baptist Usher Board church pump. Mm-hmm. That's the upgrade.
First of all, chartreuse is one of my favorite fucking colors.
It's always been.
Always.
Is this a heel? Is this heel giving me all the way up?
It's a heel. It's all the way up.
It's giving me all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I like this too.
It's the color.
It's the color, and I like the pleating and the way that the pleating comes together on one side. It gives it a little oomph. That's yeah. I don't like the way those ruffles come.
Okay, so yes,
this looks better.
This does look better from
in
the
this
front.
angle.
She's giving me very much of like Miss Scarlet, Miss Scarlet.
Very much so.
Oh, come on, Rita Moreno.
Rita was like, I'm not going to do this older woman thing where I'm going to try to cover my neck or whatever.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she's really.
And the dress is beautiful. This is beautiful on her.
That color.
I even like the contrast between the green and the white. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
These earrings are different.
Yeah, Jean Smart.
But listen, this
I love the flare, but it just looks like she's got on
the bottom of the gown. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it looks like she's got on two different ensembles.
But the construction on that is amazing.
Yes. Catherine Hahn, I think this is just a bad angle of this dress.
I just think it's not really a favorite dress for me.
Yeah.
This looks like a Halloween costume. With the cape. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a no for me.
She looks good. This is very plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about her, but she looks okay.
Yeah. Next. I like it a little better than the last, but it's still a next.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Marley
Matlin.
She looks great.
Yes.
Is she like 60 or 70 now?
Something like that.
She looks amazing.
Alexa, how old is Marley Matlin?
Marley Matlin is 56 years old.
56. Oh, she's 56.
Younger than
I thought she was
significantly
older than that. Okay.
Carrie Mulligan, it's fine.
This dress is beautiful.
The dress
the beading.
Yeah.
Come on, Stones.
Yeah, her foot doesn't really fit that shoe very well, but sure.
This is so pretty.
It is.
The movement of it.
Mm-hmm. I love a seafoam. I don't know how to feel. Hated it.
Okay, so split up to the imagination. We already know. Yeah.
Yeah. Maggie Gyllenhaal is 44 years old.
Stop it!
Because when I looked at this picture, I was like, stop it! Listen, no shade. People age at different rates. But tell me you look at this dress and it does not say Mother of the Bride. Am I lying?
This water is so good.
And I was just, when I saw this picture, I was like, maybe it's the dress. I'm trying not to, because it feels bad. I feel bad because most of these people are women, and we're always hard on.
Listen,
women, and women age at a different. With different women age differently, and there are 44-year-olds that look like they are in their 20s, and some look like they're
in their 60s.
Like if someone said Maggie Gyllenhaal is 67 years old, you'd be like, damn, she looks good for 67. So if she just stays this way for the next 25 years, bitch, she is going to be amazing. Exactly. A mature 44. Oh God. Yeah, this dress is not really. It's not an unattractive dress.
It's an okay dress.
But I just feel like the styling,
the short
everything,
sleeve,
and her hair and everything, and the way the makeup is done and everything, just does not do her any favors if she's not trying to look significantly older than she is.
This is not doing it for me.
Yeah.
What the hell? Is this just falling off of her?
And that's what it looks like. But shit, that was supposed to. Apparently, it was supposed to be. It's like halfway unzipped, but that's the style, and it's a no for me.
It's not. It's I can't. Kristen Chenoweth,
Her
why?
head is so fucking huge.
But why? And this dress is so.
You know what this is giving? This is giving, and no shade, but this is giving a woman that's way too old to be dressed like this, but it's dressed like this. This feels like something that Joan Collins would wear
back in 1984.
No, like today, because this is how Joan Collins dresses right now.
If Joan Collins rolled out of here with this dress on,
you would look at her like she's a fool, and this is exactly what Kristen Chenoweth does.
Oh God. And a back out?
Well, it looks a little better from the back.
Come on, Louboutin.
You know, I love a back out.
I'm going to say no.
He always gives it to the kids a little bit. A little bit.
This is what we're saying, giving it to the kids? Okay.
For a man. I mean, you know, we criticize Billy Porter for doing too much. So, you know,
but
he's
this
giving
is not,
a little something.
This ain't, I mean, this is very plain for me.
This is a show for you.
He's going to work. He's going up the street to work at HR. That's what he's getting ready to do. The drama of this picture is amazing.
Exactly. Yes, I'm really feeling this.
Once again, I'm still not.
It just looks harsh.
Yeah, it's too. Like, I feel like, so I think when she shaved her head and she decided that she wanted to have this look, I feel like there are several other looks that would have complemented all of her beauty with this shaved head.
And if you're going to do something like that, then you need like big dramatic ass earrings and whatever to complement that look. You know what I mean? And that just feels like it's not really giving all of that.
It's almost like this dress is a little bit too big on her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She said no.
I don't like these shoes.
I know she was trying to make a statement, and a statement was made.
So, okay.
I don't really like this at all.
I don't really like it, like but it feels very elderly and old. Is that a sandal she has on?
Yep.
It's like a sandal. Like, what is going on? Okay, well, all right. It's not bad, but I like this. I like the way this
from this angle. This is a much better looking.
And this motherfucking pump. Come on.
Suit? Oh, it is a jumpsuit. Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
Something about it I like. And I like that too.
I like the concept better on Amber than April.
I feel like though she should have.
This looks like a bikini with feathers on it.
And I feel like this panty situation, I feel like you should have either not worn any or wore something sheer so it looked like you couldn't see or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this purple? It's a velvet
deep purple shade.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's cute.
Oh, he looks adorable.
Who is this? In Minari. Okay. Come on, Dolce & Gabbana. Why this bitch own a suit that costs more than everything in this house?
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Girls, looks like a series of poofs that have been unraveled.
Nope. I'm not doing it. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 Not that shoe.
Not that. Definitely not that shoe.
Nope.
Nope. Maybe I like the silhouette and I like the idea, but all of this in here is still a no.
Yeah, I'm gonna still say no. Why we gotta do the most? Why we gotta do the most? Why we gotta do the most?
If Dave Chappelle ever had someone do his life story,
it should be him. Yes, it should be.
Chappelle.
Did you see his photo shoot where he's giving metrosexual?
Yes, I saw that. I was like, okay, I see it.
Yeah. So Sanaya Sidney. So she's
it's not my favorite, and I don't feel like it's flattering her figure. But
she's still a little girl, so she's kind of playing dress up. So
she looks like a young Diana Ross, and
she really does.
Best possible way.
She really does.
I don't know how I feel. I know how I feel.
Yeah, I know.
I hate
exactly
it.
how I feel.
I hate it. I feel like if it was a pattern,
It would have been,
like all circles or something, but this feels like there's a message hidden in the dress.
That's too much.
Like you resolve it and been like, there's some like secret.
This is
or you
like
look at it with a
National
certain color
Treasure
pair.
part,
Okay,
like
so that
part
was
5. Come on, Suzanne Summers.
All right, so that was our fashion recap. I can't wait for the Oscars. I think that's the next thing.
She's 44 plus age. Bedazzled decolletage, Michaela. Yeah,
but even if she's 44 plus 8, that would only make her 52. And
I know.
No, ma'am.
Because
I mean, that picture, listen,
given doily bedspread.
Humans age differently, but for only having ridden this planet around the sun 44 times, you look significantly different than most 44-year-olds. And that's fine. But I feel like maybe she don't give a shit or whatever. So anyway, let's get into this beautiful bean footage before we get sued. All right. It's the BGKH show with Epic, guest starring Dominion.
The lies you tell. My motherfucking name ain't even Epic. My motherfucking name is Starkeisha, bitch.
I'm Dejanay LaCountry. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I mean, come on. Like, bitch.
All right, hallelujah. All right. Get into this beautiful bean footage. Well, that was a fun episode because, girl, you was giving gas face before we was on camera. I was like, girl, are you all right?
I was just in a mood. I literally am living for my weekends now where I'm like, I don't have to get up and go anywhere. And it's sad that on Friday afternoon, as happy as I'm going to be about it being Friday afternoon, I'm also going to realize that I have to come back in here on Monday.
We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah. But listen, bougie girl, not that little motherfucking Keith. I'm here for
Hell,
it.
The old Rose from Titanic looked younger.
Ooh.
I saw this meme about Titanic with old Rose, and she was like, let me tell you this story about this dude I fucked on a cruise. And I was like, you know what? And it like blew my mind for a minute. So I was like, wow, that really what it is. That really what that story is about. She went on this cruise, fucked the dude, and she's telling her granddaughter this. She was like, I met your grandfather later, but before I met your grandfather, I fucked this dude
shit out of
and had
dude.
bomb ass sex in the middle of the Atlantic, and then he died.
Woo.
Thank God.
So don't nobody know who he is. I'm telling you who his name was. That's
right.
At least that's what he told me.
So anyway, I don't have a whole lot. There's not a whole lot going on this weekend. Oh, if you are not busy on Sunday, I have tickets to a Black Boy art show in Hyattsville.
I thank you for inviting me. What time is it on Sunday? Because I'm
5 to 10
p.m.
No, bitch, 5 a.m. Do you think the only way I'll be up at 5 a.m. if I was fucking all of those dudes, all of these black boys at the art
Girls,
show?
you know, these artists, they do type of shit where it's like the best time to see is at 5 o'clock in the morning when the sunlight is not out,
and
it's
then you would not
beaming
see
and
me
it's
there.
like,
I'd be
girl,
like,
I'm
send
not
me a
doing that.
Zoom or some
I'm
shit.
not
No,
doing that.
but no, it's 5 p.m.
That might be possible.
All right, we'll talk.
Yes, we will talk. All right. So, listen, I ain't got much to say. I just appreciate y'all being here because I was in a crappy mood. So I appreciate y'all being here.
And
letting
listen,
me
sometimes life
be
just be
that.
like that, but you all literally do help us feel. It's first of all, it's me and one of my best friends. We get together and have a good time.
This bitch wants to just hit me. She just wants to hit me.
We have a good time, but then it's also the energy and the conversation with all of you. So it's a release. It's a relax, relate, release into the universe.
That's what we're doing.
So I don't have a whole lot more to add to that. So I will just say thank you all for coming out. God bless you. Ooh, excuse me.
Bitch, went back up in your face. It's like,
hey, good night.
Not hot sweaty car sex on a boat.